Hey guys, it's Soprano Musings, and today we're going to talk about this course that I found on Coursera.org. As you know by now, if you watched any of my videos, I am studying Hangul because eventually I would like to go to South Korea. Right now it may be just to visit, but I'm thinking more long term, and in order to do that I will be teaching. So I figure with the competition getting really hard that I would at least learn conversational Korean before I go there to teach and to live. I found a course, actually two courses on Coursera.org that are offered thanks to one of the universities in Korea, and I'm going to put the name right here because I've tried saying it 3 times today and I don't know why, but it is not coming out right. So I really honestly I knew that I would be more of a studious person, and I probably should have looked into getting classes online, because where I am, I'm in a very small town, and the only place that I could find anywhere that teaches Korean is the school that I plan to go to get my bachelor's, which isn't happening right now. I still have 2 more semesters at my current school, and I've looked high and low, and I cannot afford private tutoring. That just, my budget will not allow for it. So I was lucky to have found Coursera.org, and they offered this amazing class. I already know the alphabet. So that wasn't a problem. The first few weeks were a breeze. Honestly, it was like a refresher. And I just gotta say, I really love how classroom structured it is. Even though I'm not necessarily in a physical classroom, learning was exactly the same as it would be in a classroom. I know a lot of people that have taken classes over in South Korea where the teacher automatically starts speaking from day 1 in Korean, and I know that I would crash and burn in that setting. So this was really nice because the professors actually speak in English, and then you do your examples. Obviously you would practice speaking in Korean, and you would read and you write and all that stuff. This is just a quick example. If you guys can see, I printed out all the worksheets and stuff like that because I like to study at work when I have a chance, or whenever I have a free minute on the bus, or pretty much anywhere. And that's just one of the first modules. It was like, you know, basic conversational Korean, like how to introduce someone, how to greet someone, how to ask for things, how to buy things, how to describe things, which is very important. One thing that I really loved about these courses was the listening, because I know that obviously I can speak phrases after a certain period of time, but being able to hear other people speak in Korean is really helpful because, like I said, I'm in a small town. I have no one to really practice with here other than online, and I think it is very beneficial for me to hear various people speak in Korean. So that is one thing that I absolutely loved about this course. Not to mention, like I said, I have the printout of all my worksheets, and then there's also what I discovered were the workbooks where you practice, and like they're like short practice sessions, which I love because, again, like I said, I do practice sometimes at work on my lunch break, and it, like, you can go over them for 5 or 10 minutes daily. As long as you're practicing that way, that still counts as practice. And then one other thing that I realized, I am very comfortable now with practicing my Korean out loud in my room. Baby steps. I can practice alone in my room comfortably. And that is very good because I need to get in the habit of practicing out loud. And they took their time. Also the grammar, because like I said, I won't be leaving for South Korea. It probably will be realistically in another 11 months. So I can actually take the time to focus on grammar and expressions, as well as my vocabulary and phrases. And I found that extremely helpful because I have studied other material before, and I know that I got hung up on the grammar and expressions, and a lot of times people will just tell you, don't worry about that until you start speaking to other people. Well, I feel like I'm in a position now to where I'm not really speaking to anyone directly, so I can focus on grammar. And just me being somewhat of a perfectionist, I want to focus on grammar right now. I feel like I could focus on grammar and kind of understand that, so that way when I'm listening to someone else speak, I understand a little bit more what they're saying. And obviously that is helpful. Eventually you're going to have to understand what other people are saying to you. Even if you can speak something, you have to understand, comprehend what someone else is telling you. So like I said, it's a really great course if you guys are in the same position as me and you're not leaving for several months, or you want more of a, a classroom atmosphere, or if you're on a budget. I highly recommend this course. They do have the basic course if you don't know, Hangul, if you don't know the alphabet. They do give you like a few weeks of refresher on that. And then the following course is where you learn how, the readings and how to describe things, or numbers, because there's different counting units, and that is very important. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be inspired, stay inspiring, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.